Welcome to BL Stories, where romance, drama, and unforgettable boys' love come to life. Love knows no limits, and the best stories aren't always straight. Subscribe now and join our growing BL-loving family. Julian's POV, weeks later. At WLO Pub, the We Only Live Once pub, honestly, a lot goes down here. People act like there's no tomorrow, dancing, laughing, letting go of whatever's weighing them down. It fits the mood of my life lately, loud, confusing, and full of questions I can't answer. I reach for my third bottle of Chrome, but Carl snatches it from my hand and passes it to Ryan. "You think this is going to help?" Carl asks over the music. "Drowning yourself in drinks won't give you the answers you need." "Yeah," Ryan nods. "If you want to understand what's going on, you need to talk to him. Hiding behind bottles won't change anything." "Talk to him?" I scoff. "Do you guys even hear yourselves? You want me to walk up to Adam, that man, and ask, 'Hey, what's going on here? Are you interested in me, or is this all in my head?' If I'm wrong, if I misread him, everything will fall apart." Adam is impossible, mysterious, frustrating. I've never met anyone like him, and I don't know if I love that or hate it. Ryan leans forward. "Julian, if he's doing even half of what you've told us, then he likes you. Maybe he just doesn't know how to say it out loud." That's the thing, he's not like that. He's not interested in guys. And yet, he asked me to be his close friend. Not just any friend. He literally told me not to include him in my normal list of friends. He wanted to be a special friend. I let out a breath, my chest tight. Maybe he thinks this is normal. Maybe he has no idea how it's affecting me. Carl rolls his eyes. "Open your eyes, Julian." But I can't let myself believe that. I can't fall for the idea that maybe, just maybe, Adam feels the same. He's been driving me out of my mind. Like the other day, he walked straight into my department, in front of everyone, and pulled me away just because he said he missed me. No shame. No hesitation. People were watching. Then the next day, going out for lunch. "Want to join? I've been craving a meal with you," he said. Again, everyone heard. And then there was that meeting. I was making a suggestion when Kyle, who can't stand me because he thinks I'm keeping him from Paige, cut me off and said my idea was useless. What Adam did next shocked everyone. He ended the meeting right there. Cold. Said he didn't want to see Kyle around again. He was going to fire him, but I stepped in and asked him not to. Still, Adam's warning echoed in my head. "Talk to him like that ever again and you'll regret it." Ever since he asked me to be his friend, he's taken me to every meeting. Every time someone speaks, he looks at me and asks, "Emil, what do you think?" If I say yes, he agrees. If I say no, he shuts it down. He listens to me like no one else ever has. And then there are the compliments. One time, while I was at his house, we were talking about something random when he suddenly said, "I wonder what you'd look like if you were a girl. I mean, you look good as you are." He says things like that, stares like that leave me completely disoriented. I can't take this confusion anymore. "You didn't answer me," Carl says. "How do you feel about all this? Have you asked yourself what it would mean if he really did like you? What would you do if he actually said it?" "I don't know," I reply, honestly. "I don't even want to think about that." "Then don't go looking for answers you're not ready to hear," Carl shrugs. "Just play along until he gets tired of the game." Ryan frowns. "Wait, what did you say he calls you?" I say. "I've tried figuring it out. Male-led? No maternity leave? Ridiculous. My love?" "Yeah." Ryan suddenly perks up. "That's it," he grins. "What is?" I ask. "No. It has to mean my love." "Stop," I groan. Just then my phone buzzes. The name on the screen makes my heart skip. It's him. Ryan quickly taps to answer the call before I can stop him. "Where are you?" Adam's voice comes through, calm but direct. "On a mission," I say, trying to sound normal. "Do you need something?" "Yes." "And what's that?" "You." His words hit me like lightning. My mind goes blank. Did he just say that? I force a nervous laugh. Funny. Is it? His voice lowers. You've been avoiding me lately. Is that funny to you? You left for work today without even saying hi. I fall silent. He sounds genuinely hurt. I'll stop by. Around 7, I manage. It's already 6:27 p.m., I could make it. You've been saying that for a week now. If I did something wrong, just tell me. This friendship isn't one-sided, Julian. Well, I said I'd come, didn't I? Don't be so dramatic. You've turned me into someone who waits. Just don't let me down again, okay? I hang up even though it was his call. We're standing outside the pub now. I'm not going back in. If not today, then never, Ryan says. Go talk to him. Carl shakes his head. No, let it play out. If Adam really feels something, he'll say it when he's ready. I groan. You two are not helping. And just like that, I turn and start walking, back toward the company, back toward him, leaving them still arguing behind me. Julian's POV. A few minutes later, I walk into Adam's office without knocking, pretending like everything's fine. Get out. Knock first, he says, trying to sound stern, but there's a playful glint in his eyes. All right, I'm going, I reply dramatically, turning to walk out. And maybe I won't come back. You, stop right there, he says, standing up. Don't even think about leaving. Gotcha. I grin. Relax, I'm not going anywhere. You went to a party? No, just out with some friends. Aren't I your friend too? You left me here while you went off too? Still being dramatic? I interrupt. I needed to talk to them about something important. But I'm here now, aren't I? Do you have a lot of work? I can help. He shakes his head, his voice softening. No, I just want to talk. Work can wait. He gestures toward the couch and we sit down together. Suddenly, the space between us feels charged, like something unspoken is hovering in the air. What do you want to talk about? I ask, trying to stay calm, though my nerves are anything but. I want to know why you've been avoiding me, he says. Did I do something? Do I make you uncomfortable? His words hit me harder than expected. I try to laugh it off. What? Oh, not at all. I don't know. He's looking right at me, eyes searching, steady. There's something in his gaze I can't look away from. I see him glance at my lips, then back to my eyes, and suddenly, the room feels way too quiet. I don't even think. My heart takes over. Before I realize what's happening, I lean in and kiss him. At first, it's gentle, uncertain. But then he pulls me closer and everything else fades. His hands steady me, and I feel his heart racing just as fast as mine. The moment deepens, emotional, overwhelming, and intense. But we're still fully dressed, still tethered by restraint. It's more about what we're both feeling than anything physical. I break away first, realizing how close we are, how far I let it go. We're both breathing heavily. He opens his eyes slowly, meeting mine. I stand up, flustered, heart thundering. My legs feel weak. What just happened? He looks up at me, unsure. And all I can think is, I crossed a line. He just wanted to talk. My thoughts are racing. I should probably go, I stammer. There's a family dinner. I don't want to be late. He just nods. Okay. I reach the door, hesitating. I glance back, unsure if I should say more. But then I catch a glimpse of something. His expression, flustered, like he's just as unsure as I am. He quickly grabs his coat and covers his lap, clearly embarrassed. I shouldn't have noticed. And I definitely shouldn't still be standing here. My embarrassment shoots through the roof. Why am I still here? I turn and leave. Outside, I wish I had a skateboard instead of a car. Driving right now doesn't feel right, but neither does anything else. My thoughts spiral. How did this even happen? I started it. I kissed him. And the truth is, I've never been with a guy. I've never even imagined something like this before, not even after everything Adam's done. It was like something inside me just snapped. My emotions took over. And now I'm terrified. What is he going to think? What is he going to do? Thank goodness it's Friday. At least I won't have to face him tomorrow. Still, part of me wonders if I'll ever be able to walk back into that company again. I'm scared he'll see me differently, that he'll think I'm someone I'm not, that I ruined everything. And maybe I did. Julian's POV. When I get home, I park in my usual spot and walk inside. Everyone is gathered in the living room. Friday family dinners are a real thing in our house. I wasn't lying about that. But I was lying about being on time. Honestly, I've never really cared about that part. 8 p.m.? Wow, that's early for you, Mom says, noticing me first. Everyone turns to look. They're watching a movie, which is our usual Friday night routine. My older brother Marcus is here with his wife and child, and my sister, Kara, who's newly engaged but still living at home, is curled up on the couch. Oh, someone doesn't look so great, Marcus teases. What happened to Mr. Always Happy? Something finally got to you? Hey, guys, I mumble, brushing past them and heading toward the stairs. Everything okay? Mom calls out gently. I'm fine, I answer, but my legs feel heavy. My chest even heavier. I've said it before, I'm not the type to get overwhelmed. But today's different. I can't carry it alone anymore. Maybe it's time I just told them. I suddenly remember Dad once saying, "What's family for if you can't turn to them when you're stuck?" So I stop and turn around. I did something really stupid at work today, I blurt out. What did you do this time? Kara asks, half joking. I kissed someone I shouldn't have. My voice drops. I made a huge mistake. Oh no, Marcus sighs dramatically. That's it? You're stressed because you kissed someone? Didn't you hear the part where I said wrong person? I say, feeling my nerves rising again. Julian, come on. You've had flings before and never cared. You've always acted like nothing bothers you, Marcus says. Why is he always like this? You don't understand. Just forget it, I mutter, heading for the stairs again, but Mom stops me gently. Sweetheart, wait, you've got us all confused. Why don't you just tell us clearly? Who was it? I say. They all blink. What about the Sio? Kara asks slowly. I kissed him, I say. And I was the one who started it. A chorus of shocked reactions follows. What? Kara gasps. Marcus just stares, completely stunned. Unbelievable. Are you serious? You have got to be joking, Jules, Kara adds. I'm not, I say quietly. Marcus throws his hands in the air. You're telling us you've gone from dating around with girls to kissing your boss now? This is what you do at work. Marcus. Mom snaps. Don't talk to your brother like that. You don't know the whole story. You always defend him, Marcus mutters. You praise everything he does, even when it's clearly wrong. What happens when it catches up to him, Mom? What then? Marcus, that's enough, she says firmly. Marcus turns to me again. So, what is it now, Julian? Are you suddenly not into girls anymore? Or is it both now? I didn't sleep with him, I say sharply. But you wanted to, didn't you? He says, accusingly. I didn't plan any of this. I fire back. It just happened. I think. I pause, the words catching in my throat. I think I'm in love with him. The silence that follows is deafening. Kara is the first to speak. You what? Aren't you the one who always complained about him? You used to say you couldn't stand him. And now you're in love. Everything changed, I whisper. She sighs. You've been teasing him, joking around, and now you go and kiss him out of nowhere? That's not fair to him, Julian. I know, I say, my throat tight. He probably hates me now. Marcus mutters, serves you right. I wince. I shouldn't have told them. I really shouldn't have. Mom steps forward, her voice softer now. Julian, how did he react? Did he say anything? Was he upset? Did he try to stop you? No. He didn't push me away. He didn't say anything angry. But I could tell he was surprised. And I left before we really talked about it. Then maybe, Mom says gently, just maybe it meant something to him too. He's been different lately, I admit. He gives me compliments that mess with my head. Today, he just wanted to talk. And I turned it into something else. I feel awful. Especially since he knows my reputation. You might be overthinking, Dad finally speaks up from the corner, standing. If he didn't stop you, and he's been acting that way before, maybe it wasn't one-sided. Don't judge yourself so harshly. Marcus groans. Just because someone says nice things doesn't mean they're serious. People flirt all the time. Doesn't mean it's real. Mom turns to me. So, are you saying you're gay? I think I'm bisexual, I answer quietly. I don't know yet. Marcus throws up his hands. Of course you are. You'd probably date everyone if you could. Marcus. Mom scolds again. Okay, he says, retreating toward his room. I'll stop. I don't say anything more. I just head up the stairs. As I climb, my phone vibrates. I glance at the screen. Oh no, I mutter. In my panic, I lose my footing and slip, landing hard on the steps. Julian, are you okay? Mom rushes over. It's fine, Mom. Just my knee. Not too bad. I sit up, groaning. My phone, however, isn't so lucky. It looks like it's been chewed up by a wild animal. Mom hurries back with the first aid kit. As she begins patching me up, my thoughts swirl. I don't know what tomorrow holds. But maybe this was the first step I needed, finally saying it out loud. The next morning, I'm starving, I say, biting into a sandwich and washing it down with a glass of milk. I keep eating, another glass, fried eggs, pancakes, until I finally feel human again. I don't know how you eat like that and still look the same, Marcus mutters, his tone dripping with sarcasm. Marcus, don't start, Mom warns. Leave him alone. Much better, I sigh in relief. You said your phone broke? Dad asks, serious. I nod. Do you need a new one, or can it be repaired? Dad, he's working now. Let him handle his own issues, Marcus interrupts. You're the one who said we should stop spoiling him. What's gotten into him lately? Sure, we bicker a lot, but he's been extra edgy these days. I just wanted him to get a job. He finally did something right and I'm proud of him, Dad replies calmly. Yeah, Dad's right. You finally did something productive, Kara adds with a playful smirk, patting my head. Thanks. I'll get a new phone myself, I reply, proud that I can finally buy something with money I earned. You need a ride? I'm heading out, Marcus offers. No, thanks. Thought you were going to buy a phone? He presses. Not today. I just want to relax. Won't Mr. CO be worried you've been MIA? Or did you send a message through your laptop? Marcus teases. The mention of Adam brings back the sleepless night I had. I've been avoiding thinking about him because it hurts. I don't really have anything to say to him right now, I reply. I'm not in a rush. He probably won't call me anyway, not after yesterday. Never mind, I'm not going out either, Marcus shrugs, sitting down again. I knew it. He was only offering to take me so he could pay for it himself. He acts like he's annoyed by me, but deep down he cares. You didn't really want to go, did you? You just wanted to take me along, I accuse. He just smirks. Later that day, Saturday disappears in a blur, and Sunday finds us lounging in the living room, watching Friends reruns. Honey, are you sure you're okay? Mom asks for what feels like the 100th time. Mom, can we not talk about that? I'm fine. Then why have you stayed in all weekend? That's not like you. If you're still thinking about Ada, please don't mention him. Just hearing his name makes me tense up. I can't shake the feeling that he thinks I'm someone I'm not. The idea of it is painful, so I try not to think about him at all. Suddenly, everyone goes quiet. The laughter from the TV stops. I look up, confused, only to find all eyes fixed on the front door. And there he is. Adam Smith. The remote slips from my hand. How did he find me? And why is he here? He doesn't look okay. Our security guard is blocking him, but Adam towers over him, eyes locked on mine. Thank you, Adam says politely. Dad nods, and the guard steps aside. I'm sorry for showing up unannounced, Adam begins, voice steady but gaze pinned on me. I'm Adam Smith, Julian's employer. We know who you are, Kara says, clearly flustered. Wow, you look even better in person. Please come in. I won't stay long. I have a meeting soon, Adam says, ignoring her flattery. I just wanted to check if Julian got home safely. He left works late and his phone's been off since. I was worried something had happened. I care about all my employees. Now that I know he's safe and happy, I'll be on my way. Thank you." He lingers on the word happy, and it stings. He turns to leave. I jump up, heart pounding. "Adam? Wait, Adam." He doesn't stop. I chase after him, grabbing his hand at the door. His eyes shine, but he hasn't cried. Not yet. "Everything's just a joke to you, isn't it, Julian?" His voice is raw, filled with frustration. After what happened Friday, I thought maybe we were getting somewhere. But clearly I was wrong. "I didn't mean to. You turned your phone off. I was worried sick. I didn't sleep. I thought something happened. But you were fine and having fun. And then you tell them not to mention me? Really? Adam, it's not like that," I explain. "I fell on the stairs and broke my phone. I was going to replace it. You have a laptop, Julian. You could have let me know. But instead, I hear you told them not to bring me up. It's not what you think." "I'm done, Julian." He cuts me off. "I can't believe I ever thought. Never mind. It ends here." "No, wait." I cry, grabbing his hand again. "You don't understand. You think it was easy for me? It wasn't. I didn't sleep either. This whole thing, this miscommunication, none of it would have happened if you just told me how you felt from the beginning. So, you knew I was trying to tell you something, and you still went out with Camilla Claris?" He snaps. "You even stayed over at her place. After I basically spelled out how I felt about you. You were watching me? Maybe I wouldn't have felt the need to if you hadn't kept brushing things off with jokes. If you had something real to say, you should have said it clearly. I was going to. But now, I have nothing more to say." And just like that, he walks away. I call after him, but he doesn't turn back. His car speeds off and I stand there, frozen. When I return to the house, my whole family is clearly trying to act like they weren't eavesdropping. I walk past them and head to my room. I knew it wouldn't last. "Can't believe you're crying over this," Marcus says. "Just leave me alone." I snap, slamming my door shut. Mom calls out, but I don't respond. Right now, I just want to be alone, to cry and let it all out. "Julian, I got you a new phone. Open the door and take it," Marcus called from outside my room. "I said I'll buy one myself," I replied, frustrated. It's not like he'll answer if I call him. He's probably already blocked me. Kara chimed in from down the hallway, trying to lighten the mood. "That's just how love works sometimes. Block, unblock, repeat. If he blocked you, he'll unblock you eventually. You don't know him, Kara. Just stop talking." I snapped. They were trying to help, I knew that. But nothing anyone said could fix the way I felt inside. That night dragged on endlessly. I tried calling him, but, unsurprisingly, I was still blocked. My brother lent me his phone, but I didn't have the courage to call. I knew Adam would hang up the moment he realized it was me. Instead, I sent a message. "Adam, I'm really sorry. I should have said something, but I was scared and confused. I know I messed up. I should have at least told you I got home safely. That was my fault. About the other night, you misunderstood. Yes, I was with her, but nothing happened. I couldn't stop thinking about you. I only went because I didn't know how you truly felt, and I was desperate for anything that would distract me from missing you." The message was delivered, but there was no reply. Not that night. Not even the next morning. "Take your breakfast, Beefo." "I'm fine, Nanny," I interrupted, heading toward the door. I slipped on dark sunglasses to hide my swollen eyes. The circles underneath made me look like I hadn't slept in weeks. I'd have to ask Paige to help cover them with makeup later. "Let one of us drive you," Kara offered gently. "You look really pale. You shouldn't be skating in this condition, Julian." "I'll be okay," I said quietly. They finally let me go without arguing. I knew Adam usually arrived at work early, so I figured I might catch him before the day officially started. As the elevator doors opened, Trina stepped out of his office, blocking my way. "Go home, Julian," she said bluntly. "He doesn't want to see anyone right now." "It's important," I said, trying to move past her. I told you, he's not seeing anyone. If you have something urgent, tell me. Otherwise, I'll have to call security. I bit my tongue. I wanted to say something back, but she was just doing her job. No use arguing. I turned away, swallowing the lump rising in my throat. I knew what anyone really meant, me. I sat at my desk, trying to disappear into the background. So early today, Julian? What's the occasion? Mrs. Henderson teased as she walked by. I ignored her. I didn't have the energy to fake a smile. Did you wet your bed or something? Bill joked from across the room. I pulled on a black mask and headphones. A universal sign, please don't talk to me. Paige, of course, ignored all signs. She plucked my headphones off and sat right on my desk. What's going on with you? Nothing much, I muttered. What's with the new look? She reached for my glasses, but I stopped her hand. Don't tell me you got into a fight again, she said, narrowing her eyes. Is your face bruised? No, it's not that. Then what? I hesitated, then removed the glasses and mask. Her eyes widened in shock. Whoa, you look awful. You should see a doctor. I quickly covered up again. It's not something a doctor can fix. Then what happened? Love problems, I said under my breath. She burst out laughing. Love problems? Since when do you even care about that stuff? You wouldn't understand. Just drop it. I sighed. Do you have your makeup kit? I need help hiding these circles. Of course, she said, leading me to the bathroom. The rest of the day, Paige kept pestering me with questions. I finally lied to shut her up. I'm broke. My parents won't help, and I can't function without money. Naturally, she sent cash to my account and covered my lunch. I barely ate, but I smiled when I had to. She meant well. 2 weeks passed. Not a single word from Adam. I told myself I was over it, but I wasn't. If anything, my feelings just kept growing stronger. I missed him. And what made it worse? I still didn't understand why he was so angry. Some girls have all the luck, Paige sighed, flopping into the seat beside mine. What now? I asked, barely listening. You haven't heard? If I'm asking, then no, I haven't. Mr. Smith is getting married. Like soon. They've already hired a wedding planner. She chuckled. Maybe we can crash it. Might help me finally get over him. The words hit me like a ton of bricks. He's getting married? I barely heard the rest. The phrase kept looping in my head, echoing like thunder. Without thinking, I stood and walked toward his office. A bodyguard stepped in front of me. If you need something, speak with his assistant, he said firmly. I need to talk to him. It's important, I insisted. I've already told you. I tried pushing past him. He grabbed my arm. Let go of me. I shouted, struggling to get free. Let him go, Adam's voice rang out from his doorway. The guard froze. I said, let him go, Adam repeated. The guard released me immediately. Adam turned and walked back into his office, leaving the door open. I followed him in and shut the door behind me. He sat at his desk, staring at a file. His hand trembled slightly, but I could tell he wasn't really reading. His eyes were distant. Did you come here just to stare at me? He asked without looking up. I took a breath and forced out the words. Congratulations, I said flatly. I heard you're getting married. Actually, I was wondering if I could be your wedding planner. He didn't say anything. You are our so after all, I added bitterly. You deserve a perfect wedding. And I just happen to be the best at making things unforgettable. So, what do you say? Silence. The sarcasm in my voice hung in the air. My heart was pounding, not from anger, but from heartbreak. Sure, why don't we meet in an hour? My secretary will send you the address, Adam says coolly, not even sparing me a glance. I know you work alone, so my fiancé and I will be expecting you, alone. He stands, calmly gathering his things as if this moment means nothing to him. I sit there, stunned. After everything, he brought me all this way just to push me aside? Fine, Mr. Smith, I think bitterly. You'll regret asking me to be your planner, because that wedding? It's never going to happen. Frustrated, I storm out of his office, my heart pounding with a mix of rage and disbelief. Back at my desk, I grab my things, trying to steady my breath. A message pops up on my phone. It's the meeting location. Clutching my keys, I decide to drive. Skating used to clear my head, but right now it just feels like too much. Where are you going? Mrs. Henderson's voice breaks through my thoughts. Business meeting, I reply, brushing past her. But I didn't assign. Mr. Sue did, I cut in with a bitter smile. His wedding. What? I thought that was still on hold. Just kidding, I say quickly. He sent me on another task. I'll be back soon. I offer her a quick wave and head out, my mind racing. If the wedding's still pending, why does he want to meet me now? 35 minutes later, I arrive at a secluded estate. The towering walls and security features make it look more like a high-security facility than a home. I pause at the gate, unsure if I'm in the right place. My phone buzzes. A known number. Password Maddie Will 23. What? I whisper, pulse quickening. There's a camera above the gate. He's watching me. Swallowing my unease, I type in the code. The gate slides open, revealing a sleek, modern home with glass walls and minimalist design. I return to my car and drive in. The gate closes silently behind me. I walk to the front door. Another keypad. Before I can decide whether to knock, another message appears. You have the password. Why are you just standing there? I take a breath, then type it in again. The door opens. The interior is breathtaking. Shades of black, gray, and white blend into a perfect balance of elegance and coolness. Then I see him. Adam is seated casually on a sofa, wearing sweatpants and a black vest. It's jarring. He looks so different from the polished I'm used to. How do you like it? He asks, rising to his feet. The house. As caught off guard. He nods. It used to be blue. But I remembered, you like black, gray, and white. So I changed it. I stare at him, unsure how to respond. If you don't like it, we can change it again, he adds, stepping closer. His tone softens. So, wedding planner, any ideas on what we should wear? You in white and me in black? Or both in white? Or both in black? Come on, say something. Don't make me decide everything. He gently touches my cheek, his hand trailing to the back of my neck. Then, without warning, he leans in and kisses me. The kiss is deep, unexpected, and disarming. I should stop it, but I don't. I can't. My heart races as my emotions tangle with confusion. He pulls away slightly, resting his forehead against mine. His breath is warm, heavy, and filled with something unspoken. Without a word, he guides me toward the couch. I hesitate, but he's gentle, careful, like he's trying to say what words can't. He leans down again, brushing another kiss on my lips. It's softer this time. My thoughts swirl with everything he's done. The mixed signals, the distance, the tension. Part of me wants to pull away. But the other part stays. His hand finds mine. Not demanding. Not forceful. Just waiting. For now, we're caught in a moment that neither of us can define. Between confusion and closeness. Between holding back and giving in. And though I don't know what comes next, I know this moment will change everything. Adam's POV. Julian stays quiet for a while. I scold myself inwardly for losing control. Why are you so quiet? I ask, trying to keep my voice steady. I have nothing to say, he replies softly. He's changed so much in just a few weeks. You've been following me around all this time, with nothing to say? I raise a brow, not to provoke, but to get a reaction, any reaction. I want him to speak up, to tell me off, to get mad at me for how I've been treating him. I don't always know how to handle my emotions. I hold back from what I truly want. Maybe it's because of the way I was raised. I've been avoiding him, not because I'm still upset about our fight, but because I know things between us aren't simple. There are still so many things I need to figure out, especially when it comes to my family. But pushing him away is only hurting both of us. So whatever challenges lie ahead, I'm ready to face them. For him. For us. Still, he says nothing. This silence, it's not like him at all. I notice the shimmer in his eyes and sit up quickly. Julian? Hey, what's wrong? Did I do something? I ask, my heart starting to pound. I need to get back to work, he says, sitting up and brushing away his tears. He grabs his shirt from the floor. Julian, can you just tell me what's going through your head? I plead. What's going on in my head? He repeats, his voice rising. A lot. You treated me like some random stranger, like I was dangerous. You had people escort me out of your company as if I was some kind of threat. I kept trying to explain myself. I just forgot to tell you I got home safely, that's all. But you didn't even give me the chance. You blocked me, ignored me, and after everything, you invite me here, pretending it's business, only to... He pauses, breathing hard. I thought you cared about me, Adam. But how could you, when you ignored me like I didn't matter? You blocked me. You treated me like a secret. Like I was just someone you needed to get out of your system before going off to marry someone else. His voice breaks. No one's ever made me feel the way you did, and I hate that I let myself fall for you. Because right now, it feels like you don't care. He finally stops. I can tell he needed to let it out. That whirlwind of emotions, that's the Julian I know. Why are you saying I don't love you? I ask quietly. Have I ever said I did? He stares at me stunned. But you never did. We never even existed. He storms toward the door, but I grab his arm. One more thing. Are you saying I took advantage of you? Because if that's how you feel, I'll go straight to the police right now, I say firmly. He doesn't answer, just tries to pull away. You're really going to leave like this? I ask, my voice soft. Look, if you want to clean up, I have extra clothes for you, ones I bought just for you. Even some new shirts, if you want. He turns back to me. Do you think this is a joke? You hurt me, Adam. And you're just talking like it's nothing. Julian, come on. You know how I feel about you. Why else would I keep chasing after you, even with how stubborn you are? I was angry and hurt too. I made a mistake, okay? Can we just move forward and see what happens next? He looks uncertain. What do you mean what happens next? He asks. Also, can you please put on some clothes? Not yet, I reply with a grin. I don't even know why I'm smiling like this. Maybe because he's here, and it just makes me happy. What do you mean not yet? He asks, confused. I gently pull him to the couch. He resists a little, but I guide him to sit beside me. I just want to be close to you, I say. He turns away, but I catch a small smile on his lips. I don't know when things shifted between us, but I feel it. The balance has changed. I haven't forgiven you, he starts to say, but I interrupt him. Let's date. Be my boyfriend, I say, seriously this time. I mean it. I've changed. I'm not running anymore. I know what I want, and it's you. He blinks, taken aback. What? I want us to belong to each other. All in. I haven't healed yet, Adam. Not from how you treated me. You need to earn that forgiveness first. I can't just say yes, not while I'm still hurting. I guess that's a yes, then, I say, teasing. He rolls his eyes. What? I just can't take no for an answer. But seriously, I regret hurting you. I never want to make you feel that way again. Please, give us another chance. He's quiet for a moment, then says, let's promise not to walk away from each other again. I know we'll argue, but let's talk things through instead of shutting each other out. Because it hurts, it really hurts. I hug him tightly, cutting him off. I know exactly what he means. It hurts me too. I'm sorry, I whisper. I'm sorry too, he replies. After we freshen up, I order some Chinese food. Somehow, I convince Julian to stay the night. There's something I've been meaning to tell him, but the fear of how he might react makes my chest feel heavy. Julian, I say softly. H. He lifts his head from my chest, looking up at me with curious eyes. We're curled up on my bed, our bodies relaxed, our breathing in sync. For a moment, I hesitate. I don't want to disturb this peace. There's something big I need to tell you, I begin, my voice weighed down with anxiety. What is it? He asks, sitting up instantly, his tone shifting to concern. My parents, they want me to marry someone. And things have already gone further than I intended. I've been stalling, but I'm running out of time. His eyes widen. What? Are you serious? His voice rises, hurt and confused. Just when things were finally feeling right, this happens? Adam, how old are you? Why are your parents choosing for you? And you're just okay with this? Or is this your way of pushing me away? No, Julian, I say gently, my heart aching at the pain in his voice. If I wanted to push you away, why would I ask you to be my boyfriend? Ever since my brother passed, all their focus has been on me. I've always tried to be the perfect son, to keep them from falling apart. My parents are fragile. I can't lose anyone else. Not even you. If I did, it would break me. Then how can I stay if they expect you to marry someone else? His voice cracks. Why does loving you have to hurt this much? Why not just tell them the truth? I can't. Not yet, I whisper. He looks away. So what now? They're not forcing me exactly, but they've asked me to bring home the girl I want to marry tomorrow. If I don't, they'll choose someone for me. They want a family, grandkids, and my dad doesn't want me to end up alone like he did. Julian doesn't say anything, so I keep going. I've come up with an idea. You might not like it, but it could buy us time. He narrows his eyes. What kind of idea? I want to take someone to meet them tomorrow. He stands suddenly, tense and guarded. So, you already found someone else? No, I say quickly. It's you. He stops mid-step. Slowly, he turns to face me, confusion and disbelief written across his face. What are you talking about? I want to take you with me. But I'm a guy. You just said you can't tell them the truth yet. I know. That's why I thought, maybe you could wear something different. Just for tomorrow. Just until we figure things out. You want me to dress up as a woman? His eyes widen in disbelief. Adam, this is going too far. I can't do that. If this is where we are now, then maybe it's best we let go. People love each other all the time and still don't end up together. How can you say that? My voice cracks. Please, do this for us. I know it sounds crazy, but you're the only person who's ever made me feel like I belong. My life has been so dark, Julian. You're the only light in it. If you walk away, I don't know how I'll cope. Didn't you say we should try to understand each other, no matter how hard it gets? For how long, Adam? He asks softly. How long do we keep hiding who we are? I don't know, but I promise it won't be forever. I just need you to trust me. Just this once. He sighs, his shoulders relaxing slightly. I know I react strongly sometimes. It's just hard not to. You make everything feel so fragile, like it could fall apart any second. I told you I'd work on that. You don't have to be afraid anymore. After a long pause, he finally nods and pulls me into a hug. The warmth of his embrace is all the reassurance I need. Thank my love. He pulls back with a raised eyebrow. Wait, did you just say, my love? Is that what ML stands for? Yep, I say, grinning. You've been calling me that all this time and I didn't even know? Exactly. Now it's your turn. What does HH stand for? He smirks. Figure it out. Oh, come on. I just told you mine. That's the fun part. I had to guess yours. You guess mine. Just give me a clue. It's not something nice, so don't get your hopes up, he laughs. I started calling you that back when you were a huge headache. So yeah, not exactly romantic. Then I don't want to know. And stop calling me that. All right, hard-headed, he teases, bursting into laughter. What? I gasp. You actually called me that? You were so intense back then, I couldn't help it. You're going to pay for that. I shout, lunging at him. He laughs and dodges, and soon we're running around the room like kids, the weight of our worries forgotten, at least for now. Are you sure this is going to work? Julian asks nervously. His friends have just arrived. One of them is a makeup artist, and Julian assures me they're trustworthy and won't reveal anything. As they walk in, something about their faces feels familiar, but I can't quite place it. I glance at Julian. He's stunning. His smooth skin and naturally graceful features make this plan feel more possible. His slender frame will help, but the biggest challenge? Teaching him how to walk in heels. We spend most of the night practicing. Julian stumbles a lot, and we end up laughing so hard our sides ache. Beneath the laughter, though, we're both anxious. This situation isn't easy for either of us. "Julian, we thought something bad happened to you," one of his friends exclaims, pulling him into a tight hug. This one's lively, his energy fills the room. "Sorry," Julian says with a sheepish grin. "This is an emergency too, just a different kind." "What's going on? Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine," he replies quickly. "I'll explain everything soon, but first, let me tell you why I really needed your help." The energetic friend's eyes widen. "Wait, don't tell me you two are finally a couple and didn't say anything. And now there's drama? Hold on, is he bisexual?" He gestures to me curiously. The quieter one gives him a gentle nudge, probably telling him to tone it down. Julian bursts out laughing. "Nope, he's totally into guys." I groan and nudge Julian in the back, which just makes him laugh harder. His friends exchange amused looks until the quieter one steps in. "Let's not make assumptions. Julian, what do you need from us?" Julian takes a deep breath. "It's complicated, but I hope it'll make sense later. For now, just know, I need to look like a girl." The silence that follows is almost comical. Finally, the talkative one blurts, "Wait, what? Are you doing this because he's not out yet?" "Julian, if that's the case, this won't work. You deserve someone who accepts you completely." "Ryan, stop," the calmer friend interrupts. "You don't know the full story. Julian knows what he's doing. He said it's complicated, so let's respect that." Julian shifts uncomfortably. "Can we just get started? We're running out of time." As they head upstairs, Ryan's words echo in my mind, stirring a quiet panic. What if he changes Julian's mind? Just as I move to follow, the calmer friend stops me. "Relax," he says with a kind smile, almost reading my thoughts. "If Julian agreed to this, nothing will change his mind. He clearly cares about you. And trust me, Julian is stubborn. If he didn't want to do this, he wouldn't be here. So, why are you so worried?" I exhale. "I don't know. I guess I'm afraid of losing him." "I'm Carl, by the way," he says, extending a hand. "I've heard a lot about you. Funny thing, last time I talked to Julian, he wouldn't stop complaining about you. And now you're in love?" "Don't answer, that was rhetorical." I chuckle. "I feel like I've seen you before." "Probably. I'm friends with Julian, but also, your company planned my wedding." "Oh, that's right," I say, the memory clicking into place. "Yeah. And listen, I know this is messy, but love has a way of pulling people through. You're doing what you think is best. Just be ready for the consequences. And if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm around." "Thank you," I say sincerely. Suddenly, Julian appears at the top of the stairs. My breath catches. He's wearing a flowing, off-shoulder dress that flatters his frame. The fabric moves gently with him, elegant and effortless. His hair is styled perfectly. Loose strands frame his face, giving him a soft, angelic glow, while the rest cascades down his shoulders like silk. His makeup is subtle but flawless, just enough to highlight his already beautiful features. A touch of blush, a soft shimmer on his eyelids, and lips painted the perfect shade. I can't move. I can't even speak. "Hey, Earth to Adam," Julian calls, waving a hand in front of me. If you like this version of me too much, I'm taking it all off and tossing it in the fireplace. His voice snaps me out of it. "Are you even gay?" he teases with a smirk. "The way you're looking at me." I finally laugh. "Julian, whether you're in a suit or a dress, you're still you. And you're beautiful." He blushes. Lately, it happens so often, and it's honestly adorable. "Should we go now?" he asks softly. "Yeah. Let's go." "Good luck," Carl and Ryan say in unison as we head out to the cars. Before Carl climbs into his, he calls, "Keep me posted." I nod, and Julian waves at Ryan, who gestures for him to call later. As we drive, I can't stop glancing at him. "Eyes on the road, Adam," he scolds, though he's smiling. "Can't help it," I murmur. "You're kind of hard to ignore." He mutters something under his breath, but the smile on his face says it all. Thanks for listening today's BL story. If it made your heart skip a beat, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Only here on BL Stories, where love knows no limits.